Record and good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining Laura and I today. My name is Kelly, and Laura and I have been friends, biz besties, like for I think over 3 years now. We met at a summit in New Orleans of all places. We had a mutual friend at the time, and so we stayed in the same house, and it was kismet, like just besties from when she showed up. Oh, two people in the waiting room. She showed up drunk back to the house, remember? And it's New Orleans, and I was like, this girl, we're gonna be best friends. So, and we literally are. And so we have actually been working this business together, helping people. And Laura is the most amazing with ideas and giving value and adding to people. And this was kind of an idea that she had, and we brought to life, wanting to share how we used the products that we have, and how we changed our life and how we created a lifestyle, eating well, moving our bodies, loving ourselves, and created this community of amazing women to support each other. If you know Laura, and if you don't know me, and we might tell a little bit of our story in here, but we both growing up women, and we both come from different backgrounds and things where self-love maybe wasn't the number one thing that we were working on. And different things come from your childhoods and all of this stuff. And so the fact that we can both work to not only better our lives, but help other people do the same for themselves, and then pay it forward and share that, is just such a blessing. So we're super excited to be here today. So I'm going to share my screen so we can bring up our presentation for you, because it's bomb. It's really bomb. Like every time I go through this, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so exciting. Like, this is, because it gives me chills, because this is what brought me to Beachbody so many years ago. So basically, I like to call it the ultimate solution, but really it's the total solution, because we have, and we're going to share in the next few slides, but it is fitness, nutrition, and support. And with that combination, you can get results in all areas of your life, not just health and fitness. So a little bit about me. I am currently a middle school counselor. I am a wife. I've been married to my husband for almost, I think we're going to be 5 years or 6 years in November. I am a mom. I have one daughter who's 8. She's almost 9, going on 25. And then I have 2 stepchildren. I have a stepdaughter that's 14 and a stepson that's 10. And I have 2 dogs, and I am a dog mom. Like, they are my babies. They were my first baby, or well, one of them was even before my daughter. The other one wasn't, but they are my babies. And so I think it was January of 2014. P90X3 came out. So this is a long time ago. It came out, and I was like, oh, this is a 30-minute program, or 30-minute workouts. I had done P90X way back when, bootlegged copy that somebody, gave me or whatever. And I was like, oh, I could do this. This is 30 minutes. P90X the workouts were so long, blah, 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 blah. And I started the program. I signed up with, bought the program. And at that time, you only got one program. You got one program, one bag of Shakeology and the DVDs, and they sent them to you. And paid something like, I think it was on sale that month for like $180 and normally like $210. And I was like, yeah, it's on sale, right? And I get one program for this. And so I started it. I was doing it in my apartment because I was a single mom at the time. And so I could do my workouts with my daughter next to me. Didn't have to take her to daycare. And I never completed the program. But I signed up to coach at the end of February, but I never finished that P90X3 program. I still don't think I've ever finished it to this day. But then I still kept working out at home. I was just kind of one of those starter stoppers. I never actually really finished a program. I would just do a couple workouts and then and then the new program would come out and be like, oh, I'm all in on this one. But I did have a really good success with the 21-day fix when it came back. And in 3 weeks, I went all in 100%. I lost 9 pounds in 3 weeks. I felt amazing. I completely used a nutrition plan, the workouts every single day, did not miss one. And it was like, wow, this is really cool to start and finish a program. And I can't remember what year that was, but then it wasn't until 2018 when 80 Day Obsession came out in January. There's always a new program right at the beginning of the year. And I ended up losing 12 pounds. It was a 3-month program, completely changed my even how I ate, how I believed, what I believed about food, how to nourish my body, and I got off the yo-yo, like crash dieting and all that kind of stuff. And I have continued to work that program, if you will, and I have not worked out since 2000. I mean, unless my program called for a rest day, since January of 2018. I feel like I've finally created a lifestyle that I can not like be, not feel guilty about, not taking care of myself. I can have cocktails like I did last night. I can have, I can have pizza and shit, like things, and not have to feel guilty that I have to work harder the next day in my workout to outwork, what I ate or what I did and things like that. And, I started this, I was always into fitness. I worked out like 5 to 6 days a week at a gym, and I started working out from home because I couldn't afford anymore the gym membership plus the daycare membership, especially when every time I would take my daughter to the daycare, she would get me kicked out because she was screaming her head off or pooped her pants, and they'd come get me out of the class and be like, you got to go. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is pointless. Like, so I started, there's people waiting to get in, see? That was when I started. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And it was just way more convenient and way more cost effective for me. And so that's kind of what kept me there. Even after I got remarried and I had a good job, but it was a single income. It was just the convenience, and then the community. Like, I loved the classes that I went to, but I never really knew anybody. I know some people, it was like, you would have the same people that would go to all the same classes, but I really didn't know anybody. And so now I have a community of women that literally lift me up every single day. And I'm talking way too much on the slide. I know, Laura, so you got to keep me going. But it really has, and I'll talk less when we get down to the other ones. But it really has helped me become the healthiest mind, body, and spirit. I'm not just talking about the outward appearance of physical fitness, but the healthiest version of myself. And what's really cool is every single day I get a chance to be better than I was yesterday. And I know that where I sit today is not where I'm going to be in 2 weeks from now or a year from now. And I just can't wait to see that better version of me at that time. So go, Laura. Sorry.
Dang, Kelly, she all got deep there. So I'm Laura Schrader. Some things about me is that I am a teacher, a middle school math teacher who's about to teach virtually again. And my wife, Josh, and I just celebrated 12 years of marriage. I always like to put this plug, we've been in therapy half of it. So so I feel like we really deserve an award sometimes. And I have 2 girls, a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, who couldn't be further apart from each other in their personalities. That picture you're seeing on the top right is Mother's Day this year. Every day on Mother's Day, I make my family work out with me. And it's the only day of the whole year they'll do it, but but they did that with me. As you can see on the bottom right, that is my transformation picture that kind of shows you what I was able to do with this. I lost around 35 pounds. And on the slide it says 40. Sometimes I forget if it's what the exact number is. So it always lands somewhere in there. But my first program, it's so funny that Kelly said her first program was 21 Day Fix. Not her first program, but one of her programs. Because, and the reason why I'm saying this is I know that Kelly did not love the shorter programs. She told me this once. She likes the longer programs because she likes the long transformation, which the program that she went, where she really started to change herself was 80 Day Obsession, which is literally 80 days. The program that changed me is 21 Day Fix, and I'm all about the short programs, and they're like my favorite. So I think it's really like whatever changed you is really what resonates with you. But the 21 Day Fix is what I started with, and I started with those little portion control containers. So I don't know if you've seen those, but they're like colorful little containers for meal planning. And I literally would like chop up chicken and put it in this like red container and put it on a salad. And, you know, I learned how to eat portion controlled, which I've got to tell you, I was a Weight Watchers person. So I did Weight Watchers like 8 times. 1 time was super successful and 7 times were not. And that is never to abuse Weight Watchers. I have nothing mean to say about them, but I actually learned how to eat across the food groups well through Beachbody. That's where I learned that skill. And then I drank Shakeology. I will be completely honest with you. When I first tried Shakeology, first of all, I don't know why I put watermelon in it the first time. I don't even like watermelon, so maybe that's why I didn't like it. I don't know. I was just trying to make it as healthy as I thought I could. I'm an idiot. Anyways, I did that. I did not like it at first. And it took me a little while to get used to it. I personally was not a shake person, so that was a big adjustment to me to even like consider working a shake into my day. That was not something in my framework. So that's where I started. And my first, man, I lost 7.5 pounds in my first program. You guys aren't going to believe this because I sit here and I can't believe I say this, but I felt like a failure. I did not feel good after my first 3 weeks. I thought I had done it poorly. And the reason why is because my best friend, who was my coach, lost 12 pounds. And so I felt like my 7.5 wasn't good enough. And so much of this journey has been learning to embrace my walk, my journey, and not comparing me to other people. And that took a lot of time. Like I'm sure there was times where I was saying that I wasn't doing it, but it was still going on internally. Like it's really quite a journey to get there, and it still happens sometimes. But that's one of my most memorable things. And it wasn't until I saw my pictures. So those before and after pictures, everyone hates doing the befores. And they're not required, but they're highly recommended because if you don't have something to see your before, you cannot appreciate your after. You just can't. And so when I looked at my after picture from 21 Day Fix, and I said, whoa. And because you could visually see my change. And that was what got me started. And I really was like hook, line, and sinker from the start. So I was sick of how I looked. My friend, she had lost her father. And so we talked often. And shortly after she lost her dad, she started all this. And so over the course of like 6 months, she lost 40 pounds and I kept losing and gaining the same 5. And so I truly started, I would say, out of jealousy and envy, which is not words I normally attribute to myself, but I was like, that's why I told you I didn't like Shakeology at first. And that's why when she started me, she's like, you want the shakes? I thought you don't like them. I'm like, I want to do exactly what you did because I want exactly your results. And so what kept me is that I did have those quick successes. And I also had, I learned early on that if I was told if 3 people join you on your journey, then you get your stuff essentially paid for. So, which is true, by the way, but so I learned that, and I'm very cheap. And so I threw it up on Facebook, like, hey, I'm doing this thing. Does anyone want to join me? Well, some people said yes. And then I was like, oh, bingo, made some money and losing weight. So that kind of got me to stick. And I did lose 40 pounds, sorry. But I think more than weight loss, I found a passion for helping others. So while I know you didn't get on this webinar to learn about Kelly and I think it's really important that you actually do have some of this grounding as we go through it, because the truth of the matter is we know that you guys have, like, listen, health and weight loss is a multi-billion-dollar industry in our country. And it's also a shame-based industry, I feel. Like it's constantly designed to make you feel bad and what you are is not enough. And I know Kelly and I both believe strongly what you are is enough. That's fine, Kelly. What you are is enough. But it's really hard to convey that if you don't understand us and our heart. And so hopefully this helped you just get to know us a little bit. So over the course of this, we're going to go over some nuts and bolts, and we're going to talk about the different components of what we actually offer, what Beachbody offers, that hopefully you'll be able to say, oh, okay, now I can see why they stuck around. Because I can promise you, the Lifetime Fitness next to me, they have a lot of people who sign up and a lot of people never go. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in wasting anyone's money. And so if when you're watching this, you're like that's okay. Totally cool with us. We just want to give you the full thing. So this is actually Beachbody's mission. Their mission statement as a company to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle. Please notice nowhere on there does it say to lose weight. It's really about your goals, which if weight loss is your goal, cool. But maybe your goal is to just be able to get on the floor and play with your grandkids. Like that's a goal that people have. Or maybe your goal is to come off of some of the medications that you're on. Like your goal, oh my gosh, we just focus so much on weight loss, when it's like to really have a fulfilling life, it's not about the freaking scale. It's about what you're able to do. So that's our mission. Next slide. So I think when you're listening to this presentation today, one thing that would be helpful is for you to think about, what does a healthy, fulfilling life look like to you? I imagine a lot of people in here want to lose X number of pounds. That's great, but why do you want that? Like, were you ever that weight before? If you were, what did it feel like? What are you trying to get back to? If you weren't, why is it that way? Is that because some chart, a BMI chart, which I want to throw them all in the trash, but told you should be that weight? Are you kidding me? No, you need to kind of unpack that a little bit. Like, why do you care about this number so much? Because the number on the scale is really quite irrelevant. And it's fine if you want to lose weight. I definitely have wanted to, and right now want to. If you follow me, you'll know that. But the number at the end of the day is not enough to make you do the actions. And so when you start to think about what a healthy, fulfilling life is, and you start to really dream about what it's like, and what you could accomplish that has nothing to do with the stupid scale you get on once a day or less, but instead that you can enjoy your life, that's what's going to make a difference. And so after you know what that goal is, then that's where we start building the habits. We help you with the habits that will help you to accomplish your goal. And, this quote resonated with me so much when I started my journey. A year from now, you'll wish you started today. And how many, I know you don't have to raise your hands or anything, but how many of you 5 years ago wish you lost whatever you want to lose right now? We live in this cycle, and it's time to break it. But part of breaking that isn't to say I want this, it's to think about what you will get when you have it. So we're going to talk about the total solution, and Kelly is going to lead us in the first part of the 3-part total solution, which is fitness.
Okay, so like I said, when I was kind of talking about myself, because I like to do that, I was always into fitness. The fitness part, the working out part wasn't the issue for me. But I worked out because I wanted to be skinny and I wanted to lose the weight. Like Laura was talking, I had this number in my head. I did the workouts, but I had a very unhealthy reason why I was working out every day and doing all this stuff. But the fitness part was never an issue for me. What I love so much about Beachbody programs is we literally have top physical trainers, personal trainers in my living room, in my garage, every single morning. One of the things that I always saw, I'm like, because I would just go to the gym and do whatever I thought I was supposed to. I'd be like, oh, one day I'd do biceps, do a bunch of different exercises only on my biceps. One day I would go in and do legs, and I just kind of do exercises that I knew how to do. Because I never wanted to ask for help. And I couldn't afford a personal trainer. I used to believe that if only I had a personal trainer, I would be as fit as I wanted to be. I would lose all the weight, I just could never afford one. So I guess I was never going to be fit and all this stuff. Right. And So I started going to like group classes and stuff, which were great. But like I told you, like my daughter, if I had to had my kid and then she'd get me kicked out, or there wouldn't be like, you have to get a number and you wouldn't get a spot. And then you go in somebody's spot, like the front row crazies, and they'd be like, oh my God, you're in my spot, you know, again, I'm like, oh my God. And it was just too much. Now I literally, it feels like I'm in a group fitness class every single morning when I put on my workout. And what I love about these is they're completely scheduled for you. They're created to complement. So every workout complements the one right before. This is why we always tell people when they choose a program, don't just skip around or do different workouts from different programs. You want to start a program and finish it, because if you skip around and you do all these things, you might be overworking or underworking certain body parts. They create, these people that are way smarter than I am, create these programs to get you results. And so based on the different type of program that you might choose, you might get a different type of result, or you're doing one where, you know, for a type of workout that you like. I love this, and I highly urge and encourage all of my people, to pick a program, start and finish it. And it doesn't matter, if you did the 21-day fix and it took you 25 days, maybe you didn't get all the workouts in, but you started and you finished. It's not about getting it done. I don't like saying 3 weeks or 3 months. It's just a program. You're doing a program, you're starting it and you're finishing it. We have so many incredible programs. And like what I told you in the beginning is that, you know, when I first started, I got one program. So every time you had to purchase a new program, you now get every single program. When you purchase Beachbody On Demand, our Netflix of fitness, you get every single program that is out for the masses. So unless it's like a VIP early release, that's the program you're starting with, you're going to get every single program, not just one. So maybe you start with the 21-day fix and you do that for 3 weeks, or you do it for 6 weeks or 12 weeks because you loved it and you want to keep doing it. And then you go right into the next program. You don't have to purchase anything else to start a new program. So the really cool thing, and this is, I always forget, like when I talk about this, because I'm like, oh, doesn't everybody have Roku or Apple TV, or, you know, you can stream Beachbody On Demand from all of these devices, your laptop. I travel with my laptop when I'm gone right now. So I will use my laptop tomorrow when I go do my workout with my friend in her garage. And you can do it from your phone. There's an app, so you can download workouts. You're going to be going somewhere where you don't have Wi-Fi, but you do need to have one of these tools, I guess you will, Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, or Google Chromecast, in order to get the app, unless you're doing it from your Wi-Fi or something. But this just makes it easier. I go out to my garage, I turn Apple TV and Roku on, or I don't know which one's in my garage, and I get to work. It's awesome. It is so awesome. So what I love is there's literally something for everyone. Like when I was talking about when I would go to the gym and I would go to a class, I love lifting weights and I loathe cardio, right? So, but I know I need cardio. So I would go to the classes where they would be weights, but there'd be a little bit of cardio mixed in with it. I also wanted to go to a bar class, but I was like studio, like a bar studio is so freaking expensive, and all you get is bar, right? You go to the studio and the only type of workouts you get is bar. And here I get all of that. I can literally go in and say, I want to do bar blend. I want to challenge my body. I want to do something different, not have all the weights or whatever. And I can go choose that. If I want to dance, people love to dance. Some people, you know, our Zumba, I was also a gym instructor. So I went to Zumba a couple of times, and I was like, I look like a fool, but it is so much fun. So some people need fun in their workouts, and they want to be like, not feel like they're working out. We have things for boxing, and we have things for, I mean, literally everything. Like there has almost not been a program I have not liked, or found something. What?
I want to chime in 1 minute because you made me think of something. So I started with that 21-day fix. I will tell you, if it was at a gym, I would have felt embarrassed almost every day. And that's something I rarely think to talk about, but I was so intimidated by fitness, so I was the opposite of you, that like the fact I worked out at home made it okay. And like the dance workouts, there's no way I'd do them.
I know. I know that is good. That is a really good point. Some people, when they're starting out their journey, they don't want to go to a gym and have people, or what they think people are looking at them or say, and so it is much less scary, if you will, to start in your home. There are some moves and certain things now I go, oh God, I'm so glad there's nobody, or when I'm dying and I have to stop because I can't breathe, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad there's nobody here right now. But there really is something for everyone. And that's what we try to help you, is find a program that you can start, that you're going to enjoy. I always say, like to work out, quote unquote, that you will keep coming back to every single day until you finish that program. Every single program comes with a calendar. So you're marking off every single day. You know exactly what workout you're doing. That's the other thing I love. I walk out, I go, oh, this is the workout. This is the one. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about, is it a leg day? Is it an arm day? Somebody's done that for me. There is, you can track your weight. If that's what you're working on, you can track your measurements. That's one thing that I was always really bad about. So I'm like, oh, what if I get messed up? But at some point you're going to stop losing weight, right? You're not always going to continue to lose weight, or you'd be nothing, right? So if you're taking those measurements, maybe you're gaining an inch in your bicep, maybe you're losing inches on your waist, but the weight's not coming off because your body's changing, but the pounds aren't coming off. Like, there's so many other ways to measure your progress than just the number on the scale. So I love that it's literally comes with everything you need right in one package. And you even, because it's digital, so like, let's say you purchase, we're going to talk about this program, the Muscle Burns Fat program. So you'll get the tools printed for that one that you're purchasing for, but all of the other materials are on the app. So if you then want to go do Lift 4, then you can print out the tracker sheets and the calendar and all of that, and new measurement sheets or whatever, print them right from your own home. Okay. So, and am I still, yeah, I think I'm still, yeah, it's still me. Our job as your coach, your mentor, your friend, is to help you pick a workout, like I said, that you are going to be able to start and finish, feel challenged, but also feel accomplished. And so there's, again, just like there's a type of workout in terms of like boxing and dancing and weightlifting, there's also a like the right program in terms of beginner, intermediate, advanced, how many days a week, how much time, because as we know, as I hope everybody knows, like, what do we always need more of? Time. And so if you're somebody who's like, I literally have an extra 20 minutes in my day to try to fit in a workout, like that's literally all I have. Great, we have a 20-minute program. I have at like 45 minutes, and I want to, hit that past that 30-minute mark. And so great, we have a program for you. I have a really busy schedule, or I'm a nurse and I work night shifts, so I'm sleeping during, and so it's not feasible for me to work out 5 or 6 days a week. Great, we have a program that's 4 days a week. There's something for everyone. And the other thing that I mentioned, but again, this has to work. It has to work for you. So even if it's a 6-day-a-week program or a 5-workout-a-week program, and you can only get 3 workouts in a week, great. The next week, you just keep going. I always hear people, well, I didn't get to finish it in the amount of time it was supposed to be finished, so I'm going to start over. Or I took a few days off, so I'm going to go back to day 1. Why? You completed those days. You don't have to start over. You just keep going. So again, we help you pick the program that's going to fit your current schedule, but challenge you, but also not keep you from giving up and giving in and being like, this doesn't work. And there's so many different options. That's why I feel like 100% I could find you the program that works for you because of all the different options. So one of the ones that I always recommend for beginners or people that, are just trying to get back into is the 21-day fix. It's a little bit of everything for everybody in terms of there's yoga, there's Pilates, there's cardio, there's some weights, there's, so you're working the entire body all week. They're only 30 minutes a day. Like Laura said, which now it's called the Ultimate Portion Fix, or using those containers. I was a Weight Watchers girl too. I did it when actually I stopped my gym membership and went to Weight Watchers after I got divorced, and I lost 20 pounds, and like it worked. And again, I'm not speaking badly of Weight Watchers, but I didn't work out. I didn't do anything. All I did was try to fit my food into the points that I got that day. So I might be eating fishy crackers and drinking coffee all day, but it fit in my points. And so 21 Day Fix was actually what taught me how to eat, like Laura said, across all food groups, the appropriate portions. And it really changed how I saw food. And so that's why, because it's so much around the nutrition, I love the 21 Day Fix as a beginner program. But one of my all-time favorite programs is Lift 4. It's only 4 days a week. You do need weights, so depending on what equipment you have, that also helps us choose what kind of program you would do. But again, it's just having that conversation with the coach that that you are going to start with and be your mentor is what's gonna help you pick the program that's perfect for you to start with. This is our latest release, MBF, Muscle Burns Fat. This is going to be, I've only done the sample workouts, and I'm starting it on August 3rd. And I am so pumped. It reminds me a lot of the 21 Day Fix, because there was 21 Day Fix and then there was 21 Day Fix Extreme. So it's 2 programs. When you get this, when you get 2 programs, they're each 3 weeks. This is definitely one, I wouldn't say it's advanced. It was probably like, you know, I've heard that, because I haven't done, I had a coach of mine that was in the test group and crushed it. But it's a mix between like strength training and cardio. They have new tool called BOD ropes. It's a ropeless jump rope. And but I also have customers and coaches that have done the sample workouts and that maybe are earlier in their journey, and they're like, oh, I can totally do this with the modifier. That's the one thing I don't think we mentioned. Every single program has a modifier. So there's somebody that is showing an alternative move. Because again, you might see something and you're like, I just started, I can't do that. Well, you can't do that yet. I will tell you, there's one of my coaches on my team, she's 63, I think. She is doing higher tuck jumps than I am right now. But a year and a half ago when she started her journey, there's no way she would have, and she would tell you that, there's no way she would have been doing that. But it's consistently over time, she's built herself and her stamina and her fitness up to that level. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the MBF and what all goes with it, but as we move on. But Laura is going to take it away into nutrition.
All right, so guys, I'm so glad I get to talk about nutrition, because this is the secret sauce, okay? Like, Kelly did a great job, but I'm poo-pooing what she said. Like, the fitness is great, but what I always say, if you want to lose weight, you got to focus on the nutrition. If you want to look hot naked, you got to include the fitness. But you'll never get most of the results you want if you don't have the nutrition on point. Like, this is the part, I know you see our sweaty selfies, but honestly, the way that people get to the results is through the nutrition. The abs are made in the kitchen, and that's just how it is. So I'm going to show you what the secret sauce is that we do. We have a daily shake that we drink. It's a dense nutrition shake. It is a healthier shake than any other one on the market, and it's very, very, very regulated, which most of them aren't. And so that way you're getting a very high quality product as well, sourced with, honestly, nutrients from all over the globe. Then we combine that with one of our 2 nutrition plans, which was either the Ultimate Portion Fix or To Be Mindset. So here's the deal. Shakeology, if you look at the left side, you'll see this is something produced by Beachbody. They did a survey, or a study, I should say. They found out what people thought about Shakeology. I will be honest, if I was sitting in your spot right now, I'd say this girl's trying to sell me on the shake. So I'm not going to try to sell you on the shake. I love the shake, okay? I'm not going to sit here and try to be all salesy and creepy about it. Here's what I'm going to tell you about me and my experience. When I started drinking Shakeology, I found out that my hair and my nails were stronger. Like, I physically noticed that. I also have a very, very, very severe sweet tooth. Very severe. I'm talking whole box of Girl Scout cookies in one sitting severe. So some of you can relate, some of you can't. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, this is what helped me. This was my secret sauce. I drank one of these every night after 8 p.m. because if I didn't, I ate all the candy in my kid's candy bucket. And anyone who knows me knows about the candy bucket issues. And beyond that, I also experienced a lot more energy. And I got to tell you, that probably is one of my biggest wins that I didn't expect to have. I didn't know I didn't have energy. I just thought that's how it felt at that age in life. Like, this is how you feel. I did not realize that that's not how everyone feels. Now I have incredible energy. So I will tell you, I've had blood work done because my work requires it. My blood work is much better than it used to be. And I cannot claim that Shakeology is the reason I'm less sick because I think there's some legal issue with that. But I'll tell you, since I've been drinking Shakeology, I don't get sick very much. That's the truth. And it's really helped me with my nutrition. I personally drink it normally as my breakfast and then sometimes as my dessert. Those are my favorite times to enjoy Shakeology. Oh, Sandy loves the shakes. Oh yeah, see, I don't put, well, I do, I'll get to it. Anyways, so here's some favorite Shakeology recipes. Sandy just put what she likes. As you can see, you can make it like fruity or you can make it sweet. You can kind of go with whatever type of flavor you like. The one in the middle is pretty much my jam. So half a banana, a teaspoon of peanut butter, maybe it's a little more than a teaspoon, but let's not talk about that. And I will throw in chocolate Shakeology. That's by far my favorite. Oh, with I like almond milk. It makes it more creamy. Anyways, there's also desserts. So some people are like, well, I don't know if I want to shake every day. That's cool. Like, there's also desserts, which it can help with the sweet tooth thing as well. So there's tons of recipes. You can find them on Pinterest, like no big deal, but there's lots of Shakeology recipes. Sometimes the whole shake thing, people just need to kind of rethink, like, where would this fit in my day? So Shakeology, price-wise, you end up getting a bag. It's $130 for a whole bag of Shakeology. It gets you through a month. And I will be honest, as a cheap person, that sounded like it might as well have been a Rolls Royce. Like, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? That sounds so expensive. But when I really started thinking about it and working into, okay, well, what does this replace in my day? Yeah, it is a little more expensive than what I would spend on breakfast. Like, I'm not a Starbucks person, you know, but I started to realize, like, the value was there because I had that energy and I was seeing the results. And so the cost of it was worth it to me, which I will say there are certain things that the cost is worth it to me. Like, Tostitos get purchased in this house over like generic corn chips, you know, like, I don't know what your things are, but like, sometimes it's worth it. The other thing is, if you look, a lot of people like these fancy coffee type drinks. Like, you can really replace this. There's actually a flavor called cafe latte where you can make like your own cool drinks, and you can see just statistically, like, it's less sugar, more fiber, better protein. Like, you're eating healthy, and enjoying it, which is awesome. There's also the performance line. So most packs come with either Shakeology or the performance line, and then some people get the deluxe, which combines it all. I will tell you, Kelly and I, we both use all of it. But the performance line is a nice thing because this actually helps you with the energy to work out. So that littler bottle that you see, that's our Energize, and that's what you take before a workout as a pre-workout. And then, oh, and Kelly's drinking it right now. And then the bigger bottle is our Recover, which is amazing because a lot of people, when they first start working out, they get really, really, really sore, in all honesty, and that helps with muscle recovery. And you can see there's some study results, like with placebo effect and all that, and like these are legit products that really do work. You saw that quote on there, it's okay if you don't go back, but it says, if you kind of sort of try, you kind of sort of get the results. And I will tell you, one of the biggest conversations I have with people is they'll say, I want to lose all this, blah, 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 blah. I want to do all this. And then they push back on whatever part of the program they want to push up back on. It just changes per person. And I always go back to the same thing. I always say, okay, you looked at this before and after picture and you want that. but you only want to do this much of it. Well, I didn't mean to be the middle finger, but anyways, but it's like, that's not going to get you it. So you really do got to, if you're going to go in on this, I really encourage you to go all in, like do what you want to do because you're worth it. So we have 2 nutrition programs. One's called To Be Mindset. It's much more about what your plate should look like. There's not really measuring in it. It's the easiest nutrition program I've ever followed in my life. I love it. I highly recommend it if you are not a person who wants to be told exactly what to do all the time. It's very easy if you travel, if you're a busy person, if you don't meal plan that well, like that is the jam to me. There's also the Ultimate Portion Fix. That's the one I started with. That's the portion control containers, the little itty bitty containers. They're not all that small, but when you first get it, you think they're small. I'll just be honest, but they're not. You actually eat a lot, and that will teach you portions. I think both programs are amazing, and quite frankly, I think people should try both programs because you kind of learn yourself. But those are our options. Right here, you can see, I kind of talked about this already, what the Ultimate Portion Fix has, so I won't stay on this for long, but these are some results people got using the Ultimate Portion Fix for nutrition. And then on the next page, you'll see we actually have meal plans made already with what you could eat every day. If you look at the top, do you see the daily containers count? It's like a green thing that has 4 and a purple thing that has 2. That's actually saying you get to eat 4 of those green containers, 2 of the purples, 4 of the red. It's like, and this is all planned out with that specifically in mind. Notice there's a grocery list. So we're trying to support you to make sure that you can stick to the nutrition plan. To Be Mindset, look at that. People get results with it too. So it's like literally, it's about your preference. It's about what works for you. This one I would say is if you're an emotional eater or you're working on your mindset about eating, I really like this person, her name's Alana's approach. She really helps you with that and it's very powerful. Same thing. You get meal plans provided, so it doesn't matter what you choose. In addition, there's actually something that you can get for free in the beginning, and then it's a monthly charge if you keep with it. So I encourage people to get it, but it gives you access to some Facebook groups that actually will give you like support from the creators of the To Be Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix. And there's like monthly Q&As, there's more meal plans, there's ideas, there's also videos about like, you know, what do I do when I want carbs and I can't eat them or whatever. So the quote at the bottom I think is really powerful and true is, and it's from Alana, the creator of the To Be Mindset, but it says, what I've learned through my own experience and private nutrition practice is that it's hard to follow a program unless you have proactive ongoing support. We give you that, but they also are going to give you that. I give that kind of support to my private clients in the office for over $400 an hour, which isn't possible for everyone. And I won't read the rest of that. But I tell you what, when I think about the fact you're getting someone who she literally does charge $400 an hour, it kind of blows my mind that we have her as a resource. So a couple other things to know. When you get Beachbody On Demand, you actually get access to all these different things. So like we have blog articles that give you tons of menu ideas. We have a Shakeology channel that will give you Shakeology ideas. We actually have a cooking TV shows that go along with To Be Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. So I think sometimes when you start to eat healthy, you get in a rut and you keep eating the same things. Like we don't want you in that because we want this to be your lifestyle, not something that you see as temporary. And a few other things. So both of those women who created these meal plans have now both written books. And so you could even get their books if you want. And the 2 cookbooks both go with the portion control. So there's like so many, it's just so fun when you get to know all the little details of what you can get access to. A lot of people when they start, sometimes they want to jumpstart their nutrition. 2 options we have. One is a 3-day cleanse. One is a 21-day vegan cleanse. So a lot of times people do the 3-day at the beginning of a program or at the end of the program, or if they're going to like a wedding and they want some quick results. That's where I often see that. The 21-day one is way more intense. You really have to dig deep. I've done it, Kelly's done it, but it's like a soul searching process, and it's really powerful. You'll never sleep better in your life and have more energy, but that's a much more intensive kind of program that we offer. There's all these optional add-ons. I already talked to you about the Energize, give you more energy in your workout. Recover, it helps your muscles. Boosts are like to help your digestion and your energy and get you more greens. Beach bars are frickin' bomb.com. Those are now dessert most nights too, either that or Shakeology. I like the peanut butter chocolate. Bottom left, Daily Sunshine is something, it's a kid's formula of Shakeology essentially, but a lot of adults like it as a snack. Collagen, I use that every day. Keep my skin pretty. You can get Shakeology sampler packs, and then there's this new thing called a Weekender kit that's like a sampler pack. So we have all these things that you could add on if you want to. And then finally, we also, I think it's finally on the nutrition, we also have an app like that you can track all your food. So if you've ever seen me post my tracker, like I'm using a Beachbody app to help me stay on track.
I got to unmute myself first. So, my turn. So I know that probably seemed really overwhelming, because even as I was listening and I get excited, I know all about this stuff and I'm like, oh my God, that seems really overwhelming. Like there's so many decisions you have to make or things you have to know. And what I want to tell you is the support, I think the secret sauce is where we help you not be overwhelmed. Your coach helps you not be overwhelmed. So my job, so when I decided to be a coach over 6.5 years ago, I wanted to help people get healthy. And I didn't realize how much I needed to get healthy. I was like, oh, I work out, whatever. I'm just going to help other people, not help myself. And I had to figure out I had to help myself before I could ever help anybody else. But my job every single day is to take care of me and then share that with you, the things that have worked, the things that haven't, the struggles that I have, how I've overcome them, so that you can do the same thing. And so our job is, we can't do it for you. We can help you pick the right program. We can help you pick the right nutrition plan and all, the accessories and things to go along with it. But we can't actually do the work for you. But it is our job to give you those tools, to be your belief before you have it in yourself, and support you and mentor you in this whole process. It is not my job to sign you up and then send you off on your own to figure it out. Okay. How we do this is not just one-on-one, but we also have virtual accountability groups. I co-host mine with one of my coaches that signed up a couple years ago, and it is like, means the world to me to have this tribe of women that literally every single day lift each other up. We've had deaths, we've had births, we've had birthdays, we've had, it's not just about fitness and nutrition. It is about life. It is about lifting each other up. It is about supporting each other. We've had, marriages, all these things, engagements, things, kids going to young girls going off to college, just all the things you could imagine, that you have with your girlfriends and things that you talk about and you share. It is absolutely an incredible online accountability group. And what was really weird and also cool when this pandemic happened was that, is that nothing really changed for us in our community. We didn't really we had to figure out who was struggling, who, maybe was out of work or different things like that. But we still stayed online. Nothing changed. We were still working out online. We were still showing up together online, and we were able to rally around each other during one of the toughest times, and most of us will probably ever experience. Right. And I had very, very low self-esteem growing up, and I was always comparing myself to other women or girls or whomever. And my dream was to create a scenario where women were loving on each other, not comparing each other, not judging each other. And for this is I hate to even put the words out, but it is a drama-free, place where we come to get away from the crap and just show up for each other. And like I said, it started because of fitness and nutrition, but it is so much more than that. And that's where the secret sauce is, like this community that, there's friends, people that across the country, now they're friends, and they, they're not just in a fitness group, they're like invested in each other's lives. And so on top of that, though, you get our one-on-one support as your coach and mentor to walk you through your programs, your struggles, your highs, your lows. And so we do have Facebook groups, and Laura has her own Facebook Fitspiration tribe, and I have the Fit for Life tribe. And then we also now, Beachbody has created something called BOD group. So not everybody has Facebook or wants to be on Facebook. I don't blame them. And so we do have another way. It's an app, like an accountability, group. It's free. It's not anything you have to pay for, where we show up for each other, your workouts, your meals, your recipes, things like that. And this is where we go and support and connect with each other. Oh, what happened? And I know most people want to know that we're actually helping people get results. We're not just talking about it. Like I said, we're not just getting some people to buy the program and then, oh, bye, see you later, good luck. We are actually getting people results. And again, I'm not doing the work for them. I am showing up for myself and showing people that if they can choose to show up for their self, they can also get similar results. And again, it's not all about the physical transformation or the weight loss, but of course, this is what people want to see, right? Like they want to know that what you're doing works. And I want to tell you that none of these people in here are perfect. None of these people went 3 weeks or 3 months and, never missed a meal or ate something that maybe wasn't completely on plan, which I don't even like that term anymore. But it's not being perfect. Getting results is not about being perfect. And so I want to make that really clear, because that was a huge transformation I had to make in my own brain, that, going all in and does not mean that you are not having cocktails, not going out to eat, not whatever the thing is, your vice or whatever, the candy dish or whatever. That doesn't mean you're not doing those things. It just means you're not doing them maybe as much as you used to. You're making other choices, because that's what's going to help you change, regardless of what your goal is. Making daily choices that are a little bit different than you used to, and then consistently over time. That's what all of these people in these pictures did. They made daily changes over time that led to these amazing results. We gotta hurry. Oh, is this me? Is this still me? Okay. Yeah, still me. So we wanted to share with you, we're not just, we're not here to sell you a bunch of different products but again, like what Laura was saying with her coach, she was like, I want to do exactly what you're doing. And this is what I did too. And I was a shake pro. I was like, I wanted my hands on Shakeology before I even knew that it was related to Beachbody. And I'm like, because I was like that girl that had the really unhealthy, I was like, oh, if I just drink shakes all day, I'll be really skinny, right? That was so I had a totally different, and now, I love drinking my shake every day, because I know, like yesterday, when I maybe didn't have as many vegetables as I should have. And, I know that having that shake filled all those gaps that I didn't get in the rest of my food that I was eating yesterday. Although she made a bomb dinner. It was like salmon and rice, and it was amazing. But then I stuffed my face with chips later. Okay. But so we also use the products and the program. So Laura uses the Ultimate Portion Fix. I thought you used To Be Mindset, but I thought you did more of that. But anyway,
I switch back and forth, but okay. I've been using Ultimate Portion Fix. I can even go over what I use real quick. I use Shakeology, Energize, Recover. Recover's kind of as needed. If it's a tougher workout, I use it. It's not necessarily every day. The Beach Bars are not every day. That's just when I want like a snack, something quick, or a dessert. And I do the collagen every day. And I started that new program, MBF, on, I guess I'm on day 3. So hopefully the 23rd is right. And then Kelly does.
And then I also utilize the Ultimate Portion Fix. As I said, it literally changed. I am somebody that needs to be told what to do, and be like, nope, this is what you eat, and this is how many you eat of it. And I don't I don't measure my stuff anymore, but it taught me. I used it in the beginning, and it taught me how to eat and what a portion size looked like and all those things. So now I still use those principles, like protein, carb, veggie or whatever at a meal or whatever. And so I still use those principles, but I don't necessarily use the containers anymore. But I love Ultimate Portion Fix. My favorite is vegan vanilla Shakeology, because I put fresh or frozen berries, not fresh, frozen berries, and either spinach or something, and it's just like a healthy Jamba Juice. Like it's especially in the summer, like it's like just this smoothie almost of shake that I just literally die for every day. I am a Energize addict. Like I have it every single day, regardless if I'm working out. I don't drink coffee anymore. I absolutely love it. The beach bars are definitely, I always have one in my purse, just because if I'm going to be out and about and I want to grab something quick to eat that's good and healthy, and I know it's going to give me that little bit of a boost, and I'm not buying something, I absolutely love them. I also do the collagen. I'm 40. And I put it in my shake, so I never taste it. And then I just ordered the Bevy. It's like a tea. So kind of something like for those late night cravings and things like that. And sadly, I was like, when I said they have pomegranate lemon, and I haven't got it yet because it just came out. And I was like so ecstatic, because I'm like, this would probably be really good with vodka. So I'm like, it'd be like a flavored tea. Just put a little bit of vodka in there, it's like healthy, cocktail, right?
I was letting her alcoholic side show.
Sorry, it's I'm like but that's me. I'm not I'm not an alcoholic, but I mean, like, I do enjoy my cocktails, and I'm not going to give them up. So but I have one more week of 80-day obsessions to be the third time that I'm completing the program, and then I am starting MBF on August 3rd, and I am so excited. So okay, I think we're getting close. Are we getting close? Is this me or is this you?
Yeah, we're gonna try to round this up. I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, how long are these girls gonna ramble? So we've told you all the big parts. Now we're gonna kind of wrap it up and tell you how you can purchase, what the cost is, like those kind of things that you're probably wondering. So, actually, will you go back?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it says, so how do you take advantage of the total solution? So notice on this picture, you see there's two options here. One has Shakeology with it. One has that performance line with it. This is how people start. They normally get a package. The package includes a year of Beachbody On Demand, which costs anywhere from $99 to $156. Just depends on what you get. And then it also will include a whole bag of Shakeology, which is $130. So right there, I just told you like 230 to whatever that would have been. I don't know, 280 or something. I didn't do all the math there. But they bundle these together so that you get it all for around 160. It just depends on which pack. So most people start with something that costs around there. And then there's actually two ways that you can sign up. You can either sign up as a customer. A customer gets exactly the same thing as a preferred member, just so you know. This product is the same that you would get. You just pay retail price on everything currently, and then all future orders. The difference is a preferred member, think about Costco. Like I pay, I forget, $100 and some to Costco a year. So the way Beachbody does it, it's a monthly fee that you pay to be a preferred member, which is $15.95. But you save 25% on all the future orders. So like for me, I always think about Shakeology. So Shakeology, I told you it's $130. So with the discount, you're saving $32. But you're paying the $15.95. So it's like you're effectively saving $16. I save more a month because I buy a lot of products. So there is this thing that we have. It's a friend bonus. So like one of the things about fitness that's really in health, it's always more fun if your spouse is doing it with you, or your best friend. I think for women it's more best friends, but best friends are doing it with you, or whatever, your daughter, like whoever is doing it with you. So, and that's nice because you just encourage each other. You're less likely to skip something. You get to complain together, because trust me, when you're starting fitness, you need to complain about it a lot, I feel like. And you have someone who like gets it, because a lot of times I didn't have a very supportive husband when I started, so I felt very alone in my home. But my outside of my home, my accountability group and my friend were very helpful. So if you have a friend who starts with you, you get $50, like essentially per friend that starts. And remember at the beginning, I said someone told me friends will make your pack for free. Well, that's like still true. So pretty much you would get your stuff for free. If like you get 3 friends, you're like, yeah, I want to do that with you. So a lot of people though, the next thing that people always ask me is like, okay, like I'm not asking my friends that. Like that's crazy. So I just thought I'd show you here. This is, if you want to do the friend bonus, like this is all you're really asking them. You're like saying, hey, I'm going to start this nutrition and workout program this month because I'm ready to work on me. I want to see if you want to do it with me. I think I'll be more successful having you with me. And I'll tell you, I mean, I'm sure every woman who just heard that is like, yeah, if I said that to my friend, she might actually want to be with me. Like, and then the nice part is if you do the preferred membership, and by the way, I should have said the friend bonus thing only works if you do the preferred membership. So if you're thinking that route, then you're also thinking you want to be a preferred membership or member. Just so you know, if you sign up as a preferred member, you actually get 25% off everything, like I said. So earlier I showed you all those add-ons. This is the add-ons again, but at the price you get them for when you're a preferred member, which is nice. Like you're taking that 25% off everything. And a lot of people just sign up for the preferred membership for the Shakeology discount. And so this kind of can help you see what's going on. Like your cost is around $130, like we said, but as a coach, which is the same as a preferred member, you get it for $97.50 essentially. So you're saving $32.50 and then you pay that coach fee. And so it's like a $16 savings. But if you look at the bottom of that graphic, it's actually over the course of the year, it's like a couple $100s. So it's really like, it does add up over time. And I think it's worth it. I know I first signed up not just to get a discount. And I think, yeah, most people do. Kelly, are you supposed to go or me on this one? Okay, I'm gonna go. So basically, if you do sign up as a preferred member, you're technically a coach. You don't have to coach. So I have plenty of people who just get a discount. But just so you know, these are the different types of coaches that we talk about. We can talk about discount coaches. Literally, that's what you'd be. You're just getting a discount. That's all you want. That's fine. Then there's hobby coach. They have a full-time job. They love the products and they're earning some extra income. That's kind of where I am. I'm a full-time teacher. And then there's business builders. Those are people who are all in, building a life of freedom, earning a 6-figure income within a couple years, growing a team that gets the same opportunities. So for me, I'm kind of like between hobby and business because I am working very hard to grow, and as is Kelly. But that's just so you know, that's what the preferred membership could lead to if you chose it to, or you can stay a discount coach. It's all fine. That's what's available to you. All right, Kelly, why don't you wrap this up?
All right, I got to wrap it up because they're literally sitting in the car waiting for me going, and she has a mimosa for me, so I got to go, because we're going golfing. So one of the other perks about, being a coach and if you, depending on what you want to do, you saw the hobby coach, part-time coach and discount coach, but we earn trips and we travel the world, and you can also earn a spot in a test group like I told you one of my coaches did, and you can find a passion you didn't even know you had for helping people or in health and fitness. And it's just, a lot of people, like Laura said, she started as a discount coach just strictly for the discount. The top coach in our entire network of 400,000 coaches, who's now a millionaire and essentially quit her job. And she signed up as a discount. Like, she's like, I will refuse to ever work the business. I will not, and you just never know what this opportunity will, bring to your life. Last thing about being a preferred member or a discount coach, if you are military or if your spouse is military, or that fee is completely waived, that monthly fee for all military. And so I always, if you are military, I'm like, you should definitely be a preferred member because you're not paying any fees and you're getting a discount. Like, it's like, why not? So ready to commit if we haven't totally like put you to sleep or like, oh my, completely overwhelmed you. What we help you do, again, this is, and the coach that invited you to this webinar, I would want you to reach out to them, and we're going to help you pick a fitness program, a nutrition plan, anything that you want to add on to it, if you're going to choose the Shakeology Challenge Pack or the Performance line, and decide if you want to be a regular customer, pay retail, or be a preferred member. And then we plan to get you started. We mentioned the MBF. Right now, I literally only talk about Muscle Burns Fat because not only are they $20, all the packages are $20 off till the end of the month. It launches on Monday for customers. It's already launched for preferred members or coaches right now. So you can purchase if you wanted to do the preferred membership option right now. Otherwise, you can purchase as a customer on Monday. But with the MBF and all future programs and packages, they are adding now the Ultimate Portion Fix and the 2B Mindset, which they used to be add-ons. So you would pay the $160 for an annual BOD and Shakeology or the Performance line, and then on top of that you would have to add on a nutrition program. And so usually between $80 and $120 depending on if you wanted the printed materials and all of that. And now you can get the base pack, Shakeology Challenge Pack, with both nutrition plans, with the VIP early access of MBF, for $160. So all of that stuff that we talked about, like all of those amazingness. And if you wanted to go big or go home and you wanted to get the Deluxe Challenge Pack, which comes with the Energize, the Recover, and the shakes and the nutrition plans, like literally have it all, like what we use every single day, is $219 right now. I can't even tell you, it would probably be almost $400 or more if you bought all those things separately. So, okay, they're continuing to text me. I've got to keep moving. I don't know. I was looking at the chat box and I know there was some comments and things, but what I want to say is, to wrap this up, is that before we open for questions, if there are any, but we can give you all the tools. We can go through all those steps and help you pick a program and help you pick a nutrition plan, that's going to work for you. But nothing works unless you work it, right? And so, ultimately, you're going to have to choose to make a change in your daily life. You're going to have to make time for your workout. You're going to have to make time to think about healthy meals. You're going to have to make time to check in with your community, your online community, to get that support and check in with your coach and things like that. And so this is all amazing, but until you actually utilize it and commit to yourself that you want to make a change, I know. Okay. Unless you're ready to commit to make a change, nothing is going to change. So, you're going to do a drawing. Okay. So I'm going to run out. I feel awful.
You can stop the recording.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take it over from here because Kelly's about to get killed by her friend.
Thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to do this.
All right. Thank you, Kelly.
Bye.